Hi guys, this is Fury. Welcome to another gamecast for GameReplays.org. I'm doing this gamecast mainly because we are introducing a new feature. It's rather an old feature as well, so we are trying to review many replays and trying to introduce the silver and gold medals again. Silver and gold replays, so you get medals for good replays. So you guys keep posting the replays as soon as you play good games. Just post them on GameReplays.org and we will take care of the rest. We will rate your games, we will write a review, or we'll just cast the game and I'll give a review afterwards. So this will be the first one that is randomly picked by me. It's a game between the green Gondor, which is StiWie. He's teaming up with the yellow Isengard. It's Unikorn. They are playing against chyna, who is the purple Isengard, and Alan, the pink, rather pinkish Mordor. So Gondor Isengard against Mordor. This is entertaining. Gondor is attacking together with Isengard. This is a standard strategy. You have to definitely chant these two together to get the most effective rush out of it. So they are attacking the Isengard here. Maybe they could have attacked Mordor as well, because Mordor has such a strong economy, even though they split the mills 2-2. On the other side, one Mordor bat is trying to kill some laborers, some Eisen laborers. Obviously the Gondor is getting this farm down, the snow, and is going to attack the tower, which will go down as well. And after that they will try to attack the orc pit here. Meanwhile the Isengard is destroying the second Isengard mill. This is a major blow for Isengard's economy. Now chant ran out. No, it is still active. It's just not showing up because they healed. But in this case StiWie decides to surrender. Decides to retreat back to defend his farm. Now chyna chanted his Murex, which is a very important thing because at some point, or at this point usually, the soldiers are close to rank 2. Over on this side we can see that chyna tipped down one farm, one Gondor farm, and is going to attack the other farm. See, horses are not yet coming out, so this farm will go down as well. Mordor is getting this farm down, this mill down, and Mordor is pumping out orcs from one pit. We could even think about getting 2 pits in this case against Gondor Eisen, and just put so much pressure on the Isengard here. As you can see, the pressure is not enough so far, so he's now in a strong economy, especially with this mill here on the enemy's side. But as you can see, the base is very empty, so he only has this mill, and now this mill back up. He will get his economy back up pretty soon enough, so won't be too much trouble here. Now it seems like there's another chant coming in. There it is. And now the soldiers should fight the orcs, gain 1 or 2 and just kill the farms here, but he decides to run, which is a good idea because the orcs weren't attacking this. While this is happening, Mordor Isengard team is going to creep this layer. Just a quick summary. there are not any mistakes made so far as I can see. Both are doing the standard attacking strategies, and this is the way to go, obviously. Mordor is already getting his troll cage up. StiWie didn't think
laborers, get to work!
Posting gate, and that delayed his horses a bit. Now the horses will roam free until the first troll comes out. He will regain map control with his horses. The second horse should be built here. It is, and now dominance is pretty much shifting to. I guess he will wait for the second horse to come out to catch or to fetch this farm here, and after that they will either creep with Chant or they will try to attack. Chant is preparing for an attack right now. He is getting some towers up. He doesn't have pit level 2 yet. Oh, now he does. He just switched to crossbows, which he only did because he's so far behind on Urux. Maybe he thought that getting fights down is crucial for gaining success, and I do believe it is, because now he is having he is doing the base rush with all his horses, and he is trying to get down the pit, which he will obviously manage to do. He will put his tower down, he will trample some heroes, he will trample his build his sword, and now he needs a heal. He doesn't need a heal. Very well played. Let's see. He didn't even have heal, so that was a good retreat there. Land was placed on the bottom, but Isengard is now only giving chance to the horses, obviously. Nice creep. This really is crucial to get power points, to get a good time management, because just go back, heal your horses again, and then come back. It's just lost time. So the more you can creep with your damaged horses, the better it is. Because now he can attack here while he would be standing here, getting his health back up. Okay, let's see how Mordor does. Ellen is getting his second troll out. Two more already building. Okay, where's the troll? Okay, the troll is chasing down some horses. Right out! So he's basically just trying to get attention here and just trying to prevent the Isengard from creeping, prevents the Mordor from trying to get map control with his orcs. But as you can see, activity on the Mordor side is very slim. There's no activity at all. Some bats are sent down to the Isen side, but that's not gonna hurt Isengard very much. The main difference right now and later on is that the Gondor Rising team doesn't have any leadership. So while the Mordor Rising team will have drums, it will have a witch king or something. It will have land advantage. Okay, maybe not land advantage for long, but right now they do. So Unikorn just finished his upgrades, and he will try to amass some horses. StiWie does a very good job creeping here. He crept the top troll, he crept the left warg, and he will creep the bottom troll as well. So it seems. As you can see, StiWie is skipping shields so far. He has armor and he has blades. Now he has 3 power points and it does look like he's going for elves. He does. So we will see a base rush with the help of elves now. Chyna signaled Alan that he should retreat his troll because the elf rush is coming, and there are already some Europe crossbows, and now the elf rush is coming, which is a good champion. Now they don't have less, and the elves will fall to these trolls. But in the meantime, these horses can do a lot of damage, and the trolls will need to. Okay, this horse shouldn't be attacking the trolls. It should be getting down some. So now that is some micro issue here, because the left side is host. You can't really say that it's a host issue. But now a troll is sneaking in from behind, but he will fall. This is looking really good right now for the Mordor, for the Eisen Gondor side. So far the Eisen doesn't have combos, but they are on the way, coming down. They will be down here. Enchanted, no traveling possible now. But StiWie already realizes that and just retreats. Now moves land. He's rolling his land here because get these guys here an advantage. He should use land here now, but maybe he's going for Gondor, which is okay. But I think if he just used land here, he would have such a strong base there. You know. And now these guys, Chyna and Ellen, will win this battle, but Unikorn already realizes that this battle cannot be won and he is retreating. But obviously the drummer troll is at big advantage now. They will attack the Eisen base with the next eye, and they will have Chant back by then as well. Unicorn will have Chant back, and Mordor does have Industry, doesn't use it. Okay, and that's what I'm talking about. He's now going down there, but he needs to be careful because he doesn't want to waste Chant here. And the horse is coming to trample, but now that was not the best decision because the horses couldn't have done too much damage. And now combos coming. I would have just retreat and wait till the champions come and then attack with their own champion. But Unicorn is going for the drummer troll, which is the only drummer so far out. He realizes that one drummer is not enough, so it was a good decision by Unicorn to attack while one horse was attracting attention. And they could prevent the Mordor Eisen rush. Obviously the troll has to flee here, and we will see another attack without any leadership, obviously. Lurks is joining the battle here. We have many signals here, beacons. They are making it quite confusing, but as you can see, not much is happening at the beacons, so don't worry about them too much. Still, not many mistakes are made in this game. It does lack some action now, because at this point StiWie could just base rush. It seems like he did and we just missed it, or I just missed it, I'm sorry about that. So obviously he did just base rush, and that's what he should do. They should just Mordor Eisen only defends one base properly in the early game with the leadership and the combos. if he splits his combos and his trolls, there's nothing he can do. Now StiWie is using heal to save a level 4 horse, which is a good decision. StiWie needs to get Gandalf now. But he is, it seems like he's pumping out horses. He doesn't need Gandalf, he's just trying to do his famous horse micro, and now Unikorn is doing the hit and run strategy just to attract the attention of these guys here. And he will, and StiWie is trying to capitalize from this. Is trying to base rush, but obviously trolls against horses are never a good idea, and here they lost one, StiWie lost one horse battle. The elves were spawned a bit sloppy, just directly into the trolls, and now there is a fight going on, and once more the troll in front of troll is not protected. StiWie is drawing attention to his horses, which enables the combos. Kill the drummer, they will kill this troll here, and now they do have a bit of an advantage because they have 4 combos here against 3 combos, one of which is a kite combo, where he will just run away until the island's out, and then they will have a level playing field. As you can see here now, Unikorn is doing the right thing. He is splitting his troops, just giving support to the horses. It is becoming a really nice game right now. Just because of the skill you can see here, you have to manage 2 armies. Everyone has to manage 2 armies. You always have to micro horses. You just back them up with some archers. You just retreat and push and retreat again to prevent these guys from doing anything, to prevent these guys from attacking a base, prevent these guys from defending this space here, and you will also prevent them from doing what they want to do, basically. And now the Unikorn, he realizes that this army is coming down to rescue the base, and he is pushing forward with the top army, and he's retreating with the bottom army. So these guys, they have to continuously, constantly move around, chase off the attackers, and with a good horse micro, it is really hard to establish that until Witch King comes out, because as soon as Witch King comes out, the horses are not unchallenged anymore. They can't run from Witch King, and this trampling, it doesn't do any damage. It's just to draw attention to the guys, and you draw attention away from these guys. So it is only about strategy. You see the horses are pretty much dead here, and now the same is happening on the motorized side as well. They are splitting troops, and as you can see, okay, they have 1 drummer out here for this combo, which is enough. Leadership is so important. In Mordor, Gondor Rising, as I said before, they don't have any leadership. Now, Lordska Pimp, it's not really something you can do. It's just something that happens. I mean, you run back and forth, and if you have a drummer, you will lose your lords. You just try to kill their lords as well, and then you just need to run. But obviously now you need to run fast, because otherwise, with all that leadership, your troops are going down. And it is basically a race to lane now, which Alan obviously won. So, in addition to all the leadership, Alan now has rain first and will use it for the attack in the best case. So we will see how they do it. So you can see now there's a lot of action. Nobody even thought about getting mid. It's not something you do on a in a fast-paced, high-level game. So
Our friends await you.
I always see that the game is so slow that you get mid and you just camp there, get some traps, get some catapults, and just you have time to do all that. They don't have time to get mid. As soon as somebody gets mid here, it will be overrun by either party. So there's no point in spending these $2,000 with the buildings and stuff. You would need to hold mid as long as so long that you can build statues and wells there. But now that Alan has rain, there is no point in building statues at all. It will be just overrun. You need rain now. Unikorn needs rain and he's close to it as well. He's just hitting and running and hitting and running until he gets rain. He has Saruman in the mix here, and he will just try to get rain, and then they will have a major attack. I'm not quite sure if the attack will do any damage, even on the rain, because if they attack first with rain, Alan will use rain as well, and it's even again. But one advantage there is, as soon as Alan casts rain, they will walk over this land here, and they will regain their leadership. And now they do have some serious leadership with Rondo, 50% armor, and with Saruman, he also has 30% armor bonus, so rain is activated by Alan, and Unikorn doesn't have rain yet. Oh, and now that was very sloppy, and he needs a rain very, very quick now. Unikorn doesn't use rain. Gandalf will die. Now Saruman will die as well because they have leadership. Okay. I don't see why. Now he needs rain like half an hour later. That was something. You could have even saved Gandalf if he used rain in time, because Saruman's already okay, it doesn't matter. Both rains are active now. The Elven support is very important here. No leadership for these fight combos. Fight combos are very weak. Let's see if Witch King is coming out. No, he isn't. And now it's looking very Stevie and Unikorn, even though Unikorn gets with his rain usage, but there is a level 10 combo and a level 4 combo coming in. Saruman still alive, Lewis still alive, they have I think this game is over right here. There's a drummer coming in, but he's not getting any leadership at all right now. Now leadership is gone on this side as well. Where did Saruman go? Here. Why?
Warriors are being
here. Obviously they are full. I'm not quite sure why he retreated Saruman, right? They have like 30% armor.
The Uruk's already with their crossbows.
Now they retreat. Obviously Stevie is doing a good job. If you are looking on the mini-map here and saying like, Theory, dude, pay attention, he's attacking constantly on the top.
Warriors are being full.
You are right at this point, but you can basically imagine what's happening here. I mean, the important thing here was how leadership was used and how these orc were used, and that was more important to show you guys than the microing of the horses. But you see that Stevie is doing a good job microing these horses. I'm not quite sure how many horses he already built, but it doesn't look like he's losing many, because most of them are highly ranked horses, and now they will need to wait for next rain. Alan will have rain sooner, like maybe 10 seconds, which is a lot. If the timing, the fight timing is right, it is a lot. Let's see, now the action is here. The whole army, the whole Isengard army is down here, and they are attacking without both teams are totally aware of that this is now not going to be won by and this is just sloppy. But it just happens when you have to micro different armies, and you just can't be everywhere, and you just lose some attention to other battles, and so you don't really micro your drums 100% like you would if you only had one army. That's the challenge nowadays, to really do that kind of splitting army stuff and not lose your heroes, not lose your leadership, don't get pinned, especially when you don't have range. So that is not something you want to deal what that means. You can see what that is here. Alan is getting PowerPoints, and Unikorn is getting many PowerPoints as well. Now StiWie comes in for the rescue with his horses. Gandalf will need to stay back before as long as Rain is active. Looks is dead, but he will die to eye combos pretty quickly if they focus on him, but they didn't, as you can see. His health is decreasing second by second, but the combos did react too late, so basically Chyna did react too late, and Gandalf could use one Wizard's Blast, which it plays very well. He already has Eagles now. It is now looking good for the Gondor Eisen team. Now you can see, now they have declined to take middle. They will build 2 wells here on the rain. It is a very important thing to get 2 wells, because your units will fall so quickly that you need 2 wells to keep up with reviving these units, and basically the thing that you need to worry most about. Statues are not that important. Just and now StiWie is going for the Citadel with his combo, with 7, and he will barely fail to take down the Citadel by himself. Other troops are here. Chyna will have to help defend the space. They don't have a well, as you can see. Now darkness is here. Range is used now by a Unikorn. Don't know why it's late again. So this range is a bit on the edge, but the thing is, there's not much he can do wrong now. He is leading in the PowerPoint race because Alan chose Devastation as well. Didn't have enough money, and you can see now that that's basically over. Combo coming in, and will be able to retreat as well. All the combos will die. Base is dead. Alan quit the game. Let's see. Chyna. I'm sorry, Chyna used Devastation, obviously. So it is over. As a summary of the game, let's recap the players. StiWie, Gondor with his horses. He didn't do many microing mistakes, to be honest. He used a lot of horses, kept constant pressure on the opponent's sides. He base rushed the top, he base rushed bottom. He basically drew the attention to his horses all the time. That was a good thing. He decided not getting Gandalf, just pump out more horses, and that was a good decision as well. He didn't like make major mistakes. The only mistake was when his Gandalf was pinned without being effective at all. That is not something you would want to see in a match like that. But as I said, it's a lot to ask in this kind of game to manage two armies, and especially manage two armies of horses, which you have to micro individually. And so he did a good job. His teammate Unikorn did a very good job in microing his armies. He used Saruman pretty well. The major thing is that while microing his two armies, he forgot basically to use rain in time as soon as he got it, and he could have maybe used it sooner and even save Gandalf if he used his Saruman powers more effectively. Maybe fireball first, then just warm tongue the remaining combos, the remaining two combos, and blast the one that you didn't get. As long as they are shooting at Gandalf, that would be a good thing to do. Overall, hero micro was decent, weren't many mistakes. He retreated in time when he needed to. He always pushed and retreated, pushed and went back. It's just very, very essential in a game like that to retreat your army, and he did that pretty well. Some minor mistakes. In early game they were pretty even, and the Gondor Isengard team did a good job, even though they did have a major leadership disadvantage. So they did a good job winning here, but I think the Gondor Eisen versus Mordor Eisen is a pretty even matchup. But it didn't go like all the way to the final summons, but it did go pretty far, and the leadership advantage of Mordor did become a factor as well. So that was a good job by Unikorn and StiWie to go out of this match victoriously. And I would rate the play of these two players with a 7 out of 10, just because of the points I've mentioned. You could also maybe rate them an 8 out of 10, but I would rather use a 7 in this case, just because some mistakes were made, and some strategy mistakes were made as well. Just the fact that land, in my opinion, that land wasn't used by StiWie when he had the chance to cover 2 of the Mordor lands, was at this point a strategy mistake. Obviously later on you can just walk on the enemy's land and walk off again, but to regain your leadership. But at this point rain was nowhere near, so I think using land in this case would have given the Gondor Eisen team a very strong base to operate from, and I think it should have been the way to go. Some other minor mistakes make it a 7 out of 10 for me. On the other hand, Mordor Eisen team, Alan's Mordor was played pretty okay, I think. Especially in the early game, I think Ellen should have put more pressure on Unikorn's Isengard. I think, and my experience is that in a game like that, you can never go wrong with building 2 orc pits. You just have so many orcs on the map, and you will get some mills down. You will get some laborers down. You will even kill a hobbit. You will have no problem defending against the soldiers and all that kind of stuff. Really leads me to believe that you should maybe get 2 orc pits. Furthermore, even with his 1 orc pit, he could have done more damage in early and middle game just by harassing with his orcs. His orcs were idling at his base most of the time. Then he sent them out because he had other things to do, obviously, but these orcs needed to be sent out as soon as they came out of the pit, so there was a mistake there. He did get his troll cage up pretty soon, and he managed to get a drum out pretty quickly as well. Trolls were built in time, and there was no major danger by any base rushes in middle game, because trolls were there to defend. So overall, maybe he should have tried to get Witch King, but in a game like that where you are under pressure all the time, it is very hard to spend the money or have the time to save for Witch King, and he didn't in this game obviously as well, so no hard feelings there, I guess. The major mistake Alan made was letting his drummer trolls get killed by Unikorn's combos multiple times, which is a major setback for the combos he needs to give leadership to, and this cost them a lot of units, and this cost them the game eventually. Rain usage was good by Chyna. He did get some combos out. He did switch in early game. He switched to a crossbow unit and to get out pikes quicker, but StiWie's initial base rush came just in time to kill the pit, and then it's just another, it just needs to be started from scratch, and you need to get combos out before you can get pikes, and these pikes, this 1 pike bed would have been a crucial thing to get in early game to prevent the base from more base rushes. So other than that, Chyna played very well, I would say. He did have a bit of trouble managing his units, his combos over the map or around the map, and he had to stick to some drummer trolls and to just be able to fight off these attacks. But I think he did a good job overall with playing his single army. When it was time to split the armies and defend at 2 bases, Chyna seemed to have a bit more trouble microing these armies in comparison to Unikorn. So that's why I am giving a rating of 6 out of 10 to the Mordor Eisen team, which is 1 point less, obviously, but it's not very close because there are 0.5 and like half points as well. So they are, for me, 2 stages or 2 levels 2 levels worse than the team play by Unikorn and StiWie, and I think that is a good rating for this match. So it's 7 out of 10 against 6 out of 10, and this will be my first rating in a gamecast. I hope you guys liked the way I did this new form of gamecasting with a little rating at the end, and I think I will keep these gamecasts coming and just try to find some attractive replays to comment and for you guys to watch it as well. So stay tuned for the next gamecast. I will be able to do some very soon. Okay guys.